I know what a round of an M16 does to a human body.
Since the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School mass shooting that killed 17 people on this year's Valentine's Day in Parkland, Florida, 153 people have been killed since in 170 mass shootings.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, the NRA has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Over 300 Long Islanders gathered here in Breezy Park on a sunny summer afternoon to fight for gun control and prevent more deaths.
Summertime, and it's been 5 months since the Parkland shootings, and sadly the national headlines seem to have forgotten about the shooting, and that's why we're here, because we want to push voter registration, we want to push absentee ballots at a time when it's so important, 100 days away from the midterms.
Students are the ones who organized this rally to end gun violence with the help of their Congressman Tom Suozzi of New York's 3rd District. They're following the lead of the Parkland shooting victims, who held a nationwide rally called March for Our Lives that brought together hundreds of thousands of supporters nationwide.
I think after Parkland, I got really involved in gun violence prevention just because I realized that it was something that could completely happen to my school. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas was a school just like mine in an area just like mine, and I just felt like I didn't want to live my life in fear thinking that I hadn't done anything to help.
I cannot believe after Newtown, Connecticut, that this country has done absolutely nothing to stop assault weapons, military-grade assault weapons, from legally being purchased.
One of the most important things that the organizers said that could happen here today isn't just talk about gun violence and bring it to the forefront, but voting. They said one of the most important things that could happen here today is people being registered to vote and to cast their ballots, not only in this midterm election, but on every other election since.
Keep on organizing young people and get young people to show up, because the adults have failed, and if young people show up, they'll have a real impact on the elected officials to see that they have to do what the young people want.
The relatives of 2 Parkland shooting victims, Scott Beagle and Jamie Gutenberg, say politicians aren't hearing them. They want to see tougher gun laws and an end to mass shootings.
To make things even worse, they weren't allowed to see Jamie's body for 2 long days because she was part of a crime scene. After hearing the news, I broke down. How could this have happened? I remember hearing about mass shootings on the news, but you never think you will be affected until you are. This can happen to anybody and anywhere.
My son was shot and killed on February 14, 2018, Scott Beagle. I just have one question. Where's Congressman Zeldin and where is Congressman King? They should be here also, but they're too busy funding and helping the NRA. Enough is enough.
I ask you, what has President Trump and Congress done to protect our children since the Parkland shooting? Zero!
Over 7 organizations participated in today's march. They say that registering people to vote and keeping the movement alive with frequent protests will lead to electing more public servants who support their cause and help better regulate the gun population. Suffolk County Executive Steve Bellone was not a scheduled speaker, but he said he felt compelled to show his support.
It's important to send the message that what we have seen in our country, young people being afraid to go to school, parents being concerned about their kids' safety in school, it's just unacceptable. That is happening in our country is absolutely outrageous, and the people here are sending the message that we're going to come out and be strong and exercise our right to vote. And that's what people can do. If they're not happy with what's happening right now, what they need to do is vote and get as many people as you can to get out there and vote.
I'm encouraging people to turn out to vote this November the 6th. So it's all about turnout.
In Breezy Park, Huntington, for PATV Long Island, I'm Maylan Studart.